big up Clash and tell it say slash. When it comes to sound class business, is we that run the musical section.
All right. I hope y'all heard that because it's our first time trying some intro music. This is BD, and we're back in the studio. It's good to be back pretending we have a YouTube channel. All right. We've got some new content. Hopefully, it'll go a little easier for me in my condition, drunk, and it'll be a little more acceptable to you folks at home. Before we get started, I do want to thank y'all for viewing, subscribing, likes, and comments. We're small. We're always going to be self supporting. You know, the only time you ought to have to pay to see me, well, is Friday night on the street corner or Sunday afternoon at the circus. Um, so thank you. It means a lot. I also want to give an official introduction to my cast and crew. The intro sound, that's from our sound selector, Sir Elenis over in London town. Thank you very much for the gift of music, brother. For equipment and acquisitions, we've got Squish. For set work and behind the camera is Joe Bug. She works really hard. Um, Commissioner Funk heads our advisory committee, and Braja at Braja's Gaming Discord is in charge of our public relations sector. And finally, we have Bob. So, before we get started, here's our warning. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Fact check everything. I do. So, there we are. Start out with a quick anecdote, basically. Not too long ago, I woke up one morning, started about my business, and I noticed my face, my hands are not my own. They're somebody else's. I mean, they are mine, but they're not. So, a quick shot, and I managed to sort out that it's me, but I realize I'm about to be 60. And that introduced a little another panic, so I had a few more shots, and I realized I've never been 60 before. I don't know how. No one ever, I know, you know. So I figured there's got to be a lot of people like me, those that have not been between 50 and 60 before. You're who I'm talking to. Those of you that are about to be between 50 and 60. And yes, those of you that have to put up with us. And I want to cover a range of subjects as we do this. Health, technology, figuring out what to do in a world that is completely different from the one we started out in. So that's about it in the basics. I really hope we have a lot of fun. One of the things about getting older is your body changes. Like I said, my face isn't my own. My hands don't look like mine. I remember the scars and, you know, but it doesn't seem to be me. And I don't feel old. You know, I still work my 40 hours a week as if I was in my 30s. I still party on the weekends like I was in my 20s. And frankly and unashamedly, still chase the ladies like I was in my teens. So, my conclusion is we can be whatever number our birth certificate says we are, but we don't have to be that old guy that hates everything or the cat lady or whatever social norms we're defined as anymore. You know, that's not how it has to be. So that's what I'm hoping to bring you, is that with, you know, a little bit of humor and some advice. I mean, not everything I say is the right thing, you know, and not everything that works for me is going to work for you. So everybody just kind of remember that. Today's topic I want to come into is health. I gotta take my medicine. Ooh, yeah, that's medicine. All right, so health. Recently, I had a friend pass from COPD from too many years of smoking. I miss her greatly. Um, Not long after, and I have smoked a pack a day for 47 years, or sorry, 42 years. And not long after she passed, I woke up one morning and I had some coughing issues. Thank you for the sound effects. That is awesome, Bob. You're still an asshole, but those were great sound effects. All right, so yeah, I had some coughing issues. And one of the things that I noticed was I could hear my friend's cough before she passed, and that scared me enough that I finally realized it's time to quit smoking. So I want to talk a little bit about it. This is a cigarette, and cigarettes contain tobacco, and tobacco contains nicotine. Also, however, though, and this is well documented, cigarette companies add ammonia based chemicals and sugars, as well as food grade wax and other chemical substances during the manufacture of the cigarettes. That's part of what keeps us addicted. I also believe it's part of what makes the obvious side effects of smoking, which, you know, of course, inhaling plant matter and proven carcinogens. I believe that the chemicals that are used in the manufacture of cigarettes exacerbate the issues. And there is another issue. When you light a cigarette, you light this in, you inhale here, you're superheating the air that travels through the cigarette into your lungs, and it's hitting your lungs at a higher temperature. That causes a condensation issue, which is one of the leading side effects of COPD. For vapes, it's been shown that you are having lipid condensation, that is an oil condensation within your lungs, where the superheated oil vapor with the nicotine in it is getting into your lungs, and that oil vapor is condensing. Because if you take a hot gas, whether it be an oil-based vapor or smoke or air even, hot gas introduced into cooler gas, you get condensation. It's the same reason you have beads of water running down your glass. So for those of us that smoke, I'm not going to sit here and say don't smoke. And I don't have any recommendations. Do what's right for you, but definitely consider stopping cigarettes. For me, myself, I've decided to quit cigarettes. And if you're going to do this, gentlemen, quit cigarettes before you take up a pipe. We're just going to break that in half and leave it there. So what I have here is my nice Peterson Atlantic, and I've got it loaded with a little Navy flake. I love the way it matches my hat. This is the tobacco I'm having. Now, this is a high-end pipe tobacco, small batches. It's more organic than the tobacco and the cigarettes, and it has also not been sprayed with chemicals. Now, the aromatic type of tobaccos, this is in English, the aromatic tobaccos, they get sprayed with a flavoring or an aroma spray. And I don't know what's in it. I personally do not like aromatic. I do like this though. And with this, you don't inhale. It's simply out, in through the mouth, out through the nose. Not a lung inhale. So you're not getting as much damage. Now, I don't recommend switching one tobacco for another. I honestly don't recommend switching one nicotine source for another. I'm hoping that this will help me step down, not become a substitute. Because honestly, the most obvious and healthy solution is abstinence from smoking. All right, we're not going to live forever, right? But we got to live as best as we can right now. So, enjoy a drink, enjoy life, and do your best. Hopefully, we're going to be back soon with some tips on modern technology and using these newfangled smartphones that everybody seems to have their face stuck in. And we're going to take a look at maybe why they have their face stuck in them. I can see Bob is heading towards his watch. So I'm going to bid y'all good night, and everyone have a peaceful tomorrow.